Islam is not what you hear on TV. It is basically a very kind religion, peaceful religion. We respect others, we follow God's law, we're not out to harm. People think Muslim terrorists, they're all one and the same, and that's something I really wish people would not refer. There's always going to be bad people, no matter what religion that you're in.
Stay in Pakistan. Okay. All right?
I'll stay in Pakistan.
I'll stay in Pakistan. Harbored the worst terrorists on earth.
A distorted and dangerous stream of extremism within the Muslim world.
When someone's killing someone, Allah Akbar, he's doing it in the name of his God, and that's extreme Islam.
That Muslims come in and report when they see something going on.
Are you from Afghanistan? Yeah. Have you met bin Laden? I've been asked questions, okay, like the same, like as I said, so what do you think about terrorism? What do you think about jihad? Or why do you have 4 wives in Islam? Or is it true that you kill all the non-believers? But I've always accepted those questions as something that I should answer rather than replying in an aggressive mode, because I think this is one of our responsibilities to provide that comfort zone to the non-Muslims.
Islam is not one side of a coin. It's different from one person to another, from one family to another. One of the questions that I'm always asked here is that, oh, how did you take off your veil? I've never worn one. My mom does, my older sister does, but I don't. Being a Muslim woman doesn't mean that I have to wear a veil. It's nowhere to be found in the religious text. With all due respect to everybody who wears a veil thinking that that is a commandment, I speak Arabic to fluency. I'm a native speaker. And one of the researches that I did was, is there something that says that women should wear the veil? No. It's language. It's been interpreted by patriarchal societies that imposed that on women, and then it got passed on by generations.
In 1985 is when I accepted Islam here in Athens. I come from a very American background. My mother was raised Methodist, my father was raised Baptist. Didn't really know of anybody that was Muslim. Didn't even really know about the religion because I was brought up a Lutheran. I'm very proud to show that I'm a Muslim. Just because we're wearing all clothes, just totally covered, doesn't mean that we are servants. We as Muslims live our life only for one reason, to follow God's law. So if God said that we are to cover ourselves so this way nobody looks at us badly, there's not going to be any bad intentions toward us, we're going to follow that law. This religion respects women more than the people really understand.
Oppressed or not oppressed, it's not a matter of faith. It's patriarchy that is everywhere. And it's not only in Islam and Muslim countries. I see that in the United States as well. And I saw that in European countries. So for instance, in my country, abortion is legal. Nobody questions your sexuality. I come to the United States and people are still debating. 2016, people are still debating how to control women's body. So where's the oppression here? Out there or out here?
I feel one of the most common misconceptions are the jihad like kill the non-Muslim, or Islam promotes terrorism or violence. As far as I perceive jihad is nothing but self-control. Like as Prophet Muhammad is saying, one of the biggest jihad that you have is not the fight against someone who's attacking you, not about attacking your family or someone. The biggest jihad is against your own will, which means your own evil side.
It is very surprising when people look at me and they think, oh man, she's from maybe a Arab country. And then when I start talking, their face is just in total shock. A few people have told me, wow, your English is really good. And I said, oh, you bet it is, because I was born and raised here. I'm a full American. We actually got here in 1985. We were living in Nelsonville. People thought they just kept referring to us as foreigners. Everything that they said to us was, you foreigners, you foreigners. It was an area in Southeast Ohio here that predominantly was white. And they didn't really know about us. I don't even think they really wanted to know about us. The girls, we had them wear, the hijab, the scarf, and mostly they wore skirts or pants with long dresses. The peer pressure was tremendous. They were called names, their scarves were pulled off, they were pushed into bathrooms. I have to go and say that it was a horrible time, what people did to us. But I think that my kids, myself especially, got stronger due to it.
For me, being a Muslim is home. It is my family. And when we all get together and my nieces are jumping all over and Mom is making the sweets, it's my dad going to Friday prayers and asking me to put his perfume. It's my debates with my brother-in-law about the importance of veil and the endless debates about that. That's it. Like, it's not compelling in any way. It's my family.
So as a Muslim, if I don't believe in Torah or Bible, the actual one, my faith is not complete. So how can you think that Islamic teachings are against Christianity teachings, against Jewish teachings? If you go to the roots, they're nothing but update of each other.
There will be Muslims, some will vote for Hillary because they really are scared and worried that Trump is just going to shut the borders. I think he's going to make it difficult for people to become citizens, and it's going to be harder to enter into this country. I think you'll have some Muslims supporting him and some Muslims supporting her. It's just going to be a very interesting race.
I look at the bigger picture. How can we resolve that? No, nothing like that happens again. That someone who may become the leader of the free world can have these kind of thoughts. And how we can correct them, not by booing him, not by hating him, not by fighting with him, but sitting with him. Okay, where do you see the problem? How do you think that 1.6 billion Muslims are terrorists? Or when the facts that your own agencies are saying that there are less than 1% who are extremists, who can have terrorist ideologies or stuff like that. And Islam teaches us to be patient and persistent and negotiate and talk with peace and prosperity rather than with hating and being aggressive or offensive.
Yes, if the politicians or the people that's in office, if they can just look at us like we are part of this whole United States, that'd be great. Put a big arm around us and say you're among us. Then that would be really terrific. I'd like to see that.